Hi, I'm John, and I have an unusual weight loss story to share with you today. It's about how I lost over 70 pounds of fat not too long ago, and how I finally saw my abs for the first time in my life at the age of 40. How did I do it? Well, a lot of what really worked for me is stuff you probably won't read about in the magazines, and I bet it will work for you too. I remember the first time I saw a gal go from being really overweight to having a super firm, tight waistline. I knew Susan was working out, and she was always in and out of the gym in about 20 or 30 minutes. But after a few months, I really began to notice more than just her workouts. I noticed her super firm waistline. Susan was wearing a workout outfit that showed the rest of the gym what she did. She got the fat off. And boy, was it sexy. That just made me want to go home and do 1,000 setups. And I did. I was really sore the next day. It didn't exactly work, though. Now, you know the look of what I'm talking about. Hardly any fat around the waist. Great lines of tasteful muscle tone, where most people carry those rolls of flab. And when Susan tucked in her shirt, nothing hung over her belt. And that's not all. Here's what struck me as fact. I saw my abs, all of them, for the first time at the age of 40. And you know what? My genetics for a flat stomach are lousy. I was absolutely shocked. I mean, amazed. I was floored. Now, how did I do it? First, I embraced the one truth that hardly anyone knows or will tell you about getting lean abs. It's going to blow your mind. Here it is. The best ab exercise in the world is no ab exercise. Now, that may come as a total shock to you. There is a time and place for ab exercises done correctly, for sure. But I saw the start of my abs before I ever did a crunch or ever did a leg raise. Before I ever even thought about working my abs. Here's why this is the truth. If you train your abs directly too much, you're just going to build the muscles underneath your layer of fat. Now that's great if you want a bigger stomach. And that's not what most of us want. Not only that, but direct ab exercises can cause your body to go into a state of what we call overtraining. This wears you out and makes you not want to go to the gym, not want to work out. It can even ruin your enthusiasm for dieting. Now, maybe you realize why you've started working out only to stop a few days or a few weeks later. I don't know, maybe you lasted a few months. I did. There's a better way to get the job done, and it's amazingly fast. Now, let me tell you another quick 30-second story about how much a leaner waistline can affect a woman's self-esteem in a major way. After I got myself into shape, my girlfriend wanted to join in on the fun. Now, listen, I loved her just as she was, and she knew that, but she wanted more for herself, and I supported that. So, after a few weeks, we were out having fun, and some old friends of ours came up to us and said to her, "Amy, you should be a model." That made her feel like the world just gave her a big hug. She loved it, and so did I. And not to get too personal, but all this extra attention paid off in our love life, too. She was literally a different woman, confident and energetic like you wouldn't believe. Okay, we've already mentioned how... By the way, just check out the map below. This is an actual map plotted from zip code data of thousands of Truth About Ab readers in the United States alone. It is literally the only program you will ever need to achieve the lean, toned, flat stomach that you long to see in the bathroom mirror every morning. And the secret to keeping that look for the rest of your life. Stephanie Hurst from Tulia, Texas says, "Mike, I went from a size 14 to a 5 using your system. Weight-wise, I was around 190 pounds when I started, and now I'm 120 pounds. I have so many people ask me what diet I was doing to lose all that weight. They don't understand that I'm not on a diet. It's been a total lifestyle change, and I would recommend your system to anyone." Cynthia Ward from Locust Grove, Georgia says, "Mike, I'm a 52-year-old woman who started your program about 3 to 4 weeks ago. Yesterday, a colleague of mine said, 'You're looking very toned. What are you doing?' I felt great. It's working. I was one of those 1.5-hour treadmillers and couldn't understand why I couldn't get rid of those fat pockets. But now I understand." And Amy Brunetti says, "Mike, I just purchased your system about 2 weeks ago, and I love it. The workouts are great, better than any workout I've done before. I've been the person who's tried all the fad diets, diet pills, and bought my fair share of infomercial ab machines. At least I finally found something that works to lose fat and flatten my stomach.